Hello, hello. Welcome to my space. I hope you are doing well. So, I had an image this morning coming to my mind, and it was one person calling the other and saying, "Did you hear?" So, what was a little bit weird, it is that the phone that I saw, it is not like an iPhone. It's the old phones, that were with the cord. If you are more than 40 years old, I guess this is the phones that that we used to use, right? The home phones, the phones that were like that, right? So it made me think, and it was kind of weird. And then suddenly I had the image coming to my mind, and so it reminded me of two people. And so I could truly see the conversation there. And I will kind of describe you the two people because it might give you some kind of insights, right? I don't know exactly why it came up, except that, it's the gossip. We know that the gossip that was used against you is now turning, when people are using gossip in order to spread lies, they don't have to be surprised that with time the gossip will turn on them, right? We know that. We know that it's happening. So, anyway, those two people, one of them, I didn't know it by then because it's like an old memory in my mind, right? It's like 30, 40 years ago. But one of them is clearly a narcissist. Now I can see that, I know that, but then I didn't. And the other, and this is kind of the interesting part, I remember that even back then, I realized that it's the kind of person, this person was bullied younger, right? And it was the kind of person that I thought to my mind that on one side, obviously, I was hoping for this person to heal and all of it. But what was obvious to me, it was that it was the kind of person that if one day they will get some kind of power, success, something like that, that it would be the kind of person that would be in a revenge mode, right? It's like the bully that didn't heal and that is, yeah, full of anger, full of, they enjoyed the gossip because they felt that there was some kind of power attributed to them, because I guess that when they were bullied and they thought that they were into the gossip, and so it was like feeding them instead of coming from the place of shit, I was bullied, I don't want anyone else to be bullied. No, they were still, in this place of revenge, of I will get back to the whole world, right? Something like that. So anyway, this is the image that I had. I don't know if it will be related to the reading that we are going to get. Maybe it will, maybe it won't, I don't know. Let's get into a reading. So, I was attracted to this deck today. I used it once since I had it. We had, I think, a great reading with it. It was very interesting. So, let's see what's coming out today. Why was I attracted by this one? Ooh, Broken Healer. What past wounds have given you wisdom? The Magic Mirror, it also came out last time. What truth are you avoiding? We are in the second position, which is the position of partnership relationships. We have the stormy sea. What emotions feel overwhelming right now? We have an open door in the fourth position, which is the position of the foundation and the stability. The final gates. Amazing how those cards are turning. Are you seeing how they are turning? The final gate, fifth position. The caged bird. Okay. Somebody is feeling restricted or silence. The turning leaf. Return. Oh, it's so interesting. If you were in the last reading, so you know that the return home, I kind of think that it was here. And at the last place, we had the glass slipper. I just turned it now, but it was in reverse. It was in reverse. But it was in the same place. Amazing. I find it amazing when those things are happening. Like, I'm using the deck again and... Okay, so let's see. Broken Healer, the Magic Mirror. Okay, so there is some kind of... the Magic Mirror, as said, it is in the second position. Partnership, relationships, all those kind of things. I kind of feel here that there is some kind of... you might have reflected on someone, something that they are avoiding. Comes to my mind, your light irritates their demons. This might reflect on you, maybe because this phrase is coming. But the magic mirror, what is written, what truth are you avoiding? What would you see if you looked at yourself with honesty and compassion? Right? So, interesting. The stormy sea. Somebody, I kind of feel, because this is the driving energy, the third position, I kind of feel that somebody is trying to avoid their emotions. And this is why we might have here this this reflection that they might not like, right? We have the word avoiding on the card. The card is in the upright, right? So kind of feel that somebody here with the stormy sea, somebody is trying to avoid feeling whatever they need to feel. In the fourth position, the foundation, we have the open door. An opportunity has arrived. Are you ready to step through? What's holding you back and what's pulling you towards? Okay. The final gate. Okay, so it kind of feels here that there is... Somebody did something here that they shouldn't have done because it has brought to a final ending. This was the shift, it was the test, it was the change that needed to occur, and whatever happened or didn't happen puts a... For me, the final gate, it is like I'm closing the door. I see what's going on here. It's done and over. It's done and over. Yeah, somebody's stuck. Listen. Somebody is stuck. Considering the position of the card, we might also be talking about someone who should be stopped. They should be stopped because I kind of feel that they are stuck in some kind of very toxic behavior, maybe karmic behavior, maybe destructive behavior towards themselves, toward others, and they need to be stopped, right? It is in the sixth position. Okay, the turning leaf. What chapter of your life is coming to an end? We have the end here. How can you honor what has passed while embracing what comes next? As said, I kind of feel that we are talking about someone who is not in a path that is evolving. They are, because when somebody is in denial, and it's an important energy here, because this is the driving energy. So the driving energy is trying to avoid some kind of feelings. We are with the water, the sea, it is feelings. The sea is also salty water. So it might be someone who is trying to push away some kind of regret that they might have. When I think about the salty water, I'm thinking about tears. So I kind of feel that somebody is truly trying to avoid their own sadness, but at the end of the day, it is keeping them stuck in some kind of behavior that they should be stopped because they are doing something that they shouldn't do, right? Um, in the place of karma, we have the return home that is in reverse. So once again, no healing. The open door is very, very interesting because it kind of feels that at the end of the day, it kind of feels that someone is at the verge of something, like they can go through the door, right? But it kind of feels that it's not what they are doing. It's not what they are doing. So we might also be talking here, considering the return home that is in reverse, um, might be also that their karma, it is to be rejected because they had to do something, right? Or not do something with the final gate here, right? And they didn't do it. It's written, what is the last step before an important change? What must be released before you can move forward? And I kind of feel here that the move forward, it is getting out of some kind of cage, but at the same time, with the sixth position, we are with what must be done. So something needs to be caged. There is some kind of something that this person needs. It kind of feels this way, right? Somebody trying to avoid some kind of feelings, numbing their feelings, avoiding some kind of grief or sadness, but because they are avoiding that, at the end of the day, they are disconnected from themselves. They might be projecting a lot. They don't truly allow the healing to happen, right? What I kind of feel that they tend to do, and this might be the thing that needs to be changed, it is that when something becomes uncomfortable, they are just running away, right? So we are not talking here about, people of the collective that has got no contact after trying and trying and trying, projecting the best on people, then realizing that they are dealing with people who are not operating from their higher self, from a pure place, and they have decided, you know what, I'm done here because I see exactly what I'm dealing with. This is not what we are talking about. We are talking here about someone who, as soon as it becomes somehow uncomfortable, somehow emotional, they are stepping back because they don't want to feel their sadness, right? I kind of feel here that there is something about you being an inspiration, because I kind of feel that this person, and this might be why we have here the word opportunity and we have this open door, inviting them to step out of what they are usually doing, right? That is not making them feel at home. They are not acting from their healed inner child, right? They are not. And I kind of feel here that you might have show them or be a testimony, a living testimony of someone who has changed, transformed, alchemized their wounds into wisdom and power, right? Because I kind of feel here that we have kind of those well, in fact, those three cards, I kind of feel that this might be related to you. Here with the glass slipper, this means that you don't feel the need to fit in, right? You don't care about fitting in. And you might not care to fit in because you have healed. You have healed of past wounds that have given you wisdom, right? It's interesting what's written on the card. What past wounds have given you wisdom? How can you use them to help yourself or others? And it's written the broken healer, which is kind of, no, I don't know. I already talked about it, but maybe you were not here. But the first thing that I studied, it was psychology, right? Afterwards, I was a photographer. I did a whole career, came back to psychology. But the first thing that I studied, I was in university for psychology, right? And I remember that I was looking around me, and it was obvious to me that maybe 95% of the people who were there, they were there because they had their own story, right? They themselves needed to heal of something. They might have been the caretakers at home or something like that. So for me, it's kind of weird to see the word, the broken healer, because in fact, the real healer is very often the one who has been hurt, wounded in the past, but hopefully, when they are in their place of healing, they can truly understand and help others heal because they have succeeded to heal, right? Okay, so I kind of feel here that somebody is at a turning point. What seems obvious to me, it is that somehow you have awakened something in someone, right? Your light have irritated their demons. Or let's say the image that comes to my mind, it is someone who didn't overcome their past and they are a little bit, and I'm sorry about the one that doesn't like this word, it is a reality, they are in a victim's mentality, right? I had a comment about that, saying that this is not a word and all of this. Yes, it absolutely is. It is. Some people are stuck in a victim's mentality, right? And they might be a victim and they might not be a victim. There is a difference between being a victim and fighting in order to get out of it. And in some kind of period, yes, other people might tell us you are in a victim's mentality when in fact they are absolutely not. They are just going through their healing, right? So yes, some people use this victim's mentality in the worst way possible, but like everything, but it doesn't mean that there is not something that exists that is being in victim's mentality, right? Finding excuses for bad behaviors, always putting it on something that happened. The phrase hurt people, it is not received here. It is not. A lot of hurt people, because they have been hurt, right? The last thing that they want, it is hurt others. And they will do everything in their power not to hurt others, often, sadly, even if it hurts them, right? So I don't accept this phrase. And yes, there are some people that are in victim's mentality. And here, I kind of feel that this is what we are talking about. That you have overcome something, that they are in this victim's mentality, whatever they are doing, whatever bad behavior they are always putting it, no, but it's because of my childhood, no, but it's because this happened, no, but it's because that happened, right? And then suddenly you are there and you are not using whatever you went through in order to excuse some kind of bad behavior. And I kind of feel that this is in fact your lights that irritated their demons, right? So I kind of feel that you might have given this person the opportunity, even if they might have hurt you, you might have given them the opportunity to turn the things around, right? To stop acting the way that they were acting. But I kind of feel that they didn't jump on it, right? Because they were in their own pattern of behaviors and they didn't jump on it. they might have even attacked you because of that, right? Yeah, here with the turning leaf, it's again, I said we are in the position of healing, right? So this is where they are standing now. They are standing in this door, kind of feel that they have awakened to some things through you, right? So maybe they have awakened to the fact that maybe it's not the most intelligent thing to do for themselves to continue to try to avoid their feelings and blame the past. And because at the end of the day, they are escaping themselves. They are also escaping happiness at the same time. And I kind of feel that you might have, first of all, provoked something in them that they might have attacked you very aggressively. But at the end of the day, I kind of feel here now that they are put in some kind of position where they might have to face the mirror, and they are realizing that there is nowhere that they feel at home, right? And maybe they have tried to convince themselves for years that now they were happy, even though they were playing the victim, even though they were avoiding their feelings. And at the end of the day, I kind of feel here that they are awakening to something. To be honest, I don't especially feel that they are ready to step out. What also comes to my mind here, it is that we might have been dealing with someone who was maintaining some kind of perfect image, the magic mirror, right? Maintaining some kind of perfect image. We know now that a lot of people has been exposed for who they are. So it was all about, I'm seeing the pentacles in reverse, being in the matrix, presenting the right image, pretending to be somebody that they were not, right? And I kind of feel now that maybe some truth has come out about the reason maybe why you needed to put an ending to this connection, a total ending to this connection. And so now, anyway, they are not accepted anymore by the community, the family, whoever we are talking about here, right? So anyway, they were trying to do everything in order to fit in, but now it kind of feels that whoever they wanted to fit in with is rejecting them. We have here two images that for me is talking about, because this is in the karma. The return home is in reverse, and it's in the karma. So it's like if the group that they wanted so much to fit in, right? The group doesn't want them anymore. The group doesn't want them anymore, right? Okay, so let's get deeper into that. I want to use this deck. Let's get deeper into that. Let's get a little bit more information here. I will put this card like this and this card like this as they were in reverse. This one I will still be able to see. Just a reminder, this is a collective reading, which means that it's a group reading, which means that it might be for you, it might be partly for you, and it might not be for you. So please take what resonates, leave the rest. Don't take on yourself a story that is not yours. I'm here in order to give you a little bit more information, insights, or confirmation regarding a situation that you are already aware of. If I am talking about masculines or feminines, I am not especially talking about the gender. I'm talking about the energy from where someone is operating. So please apply it however it applies to the people in your life. And this can be past, present, or future. I'm just looking at my hands to see if the color is coming out. Maybe a little bit. Okay. No, I will put it back. Okay, so let's see. The broken healer. Interesting. The high priestess in reverse and the lovers. Okay. Yeah, I kind of truly feel here the opposites, right? Because we have the high priestess in reverse. So it might be someone who has presented themselves as being some kind of healer, some kind of guide, some kind of person dabbing into psychology, philosophy, all those kind of things, right? But the high priestess is in reverse, so they have no inner wisdom, or they might be book smart. Thank you for the comment saying that this is the word. They might be book smart, but unhealed at the same time. And as a healer, being book smart doesn't help you a lot, right? This is not the this is not how you become a healer. So yes, there is the importance of learning, but much more important it is to have been gone through 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 healing, right? Because if not, it's like, what are you talking about? You know, we are talking about the human experience. So the human experience is essential here. So I kind of feel here with the high priestess in reverse, even though with the high priestess, they might also not have the knowledge. So they are not even book smart, but kind of feel that they might be. And I kind of feel here that this is truly the comparison between both of you. So with the lovers here, we are talking about someone who is balanced in their masculine and feminine energy. This is, in fact, one person, right? Very often we see lovers, but in fact, it is your masculine energy and your feminine energy, and acting from this higher self that is totally balanced, right? So they might have, if you are some kind of healer, they might have even said that you are not, right? Kind of feel something like that here. Tell me more. Tell me more here, please. Yeah, the Eight of Wands. I kind of feel a lot of attacks coming towards you with this Eight of Wands. A lot of attacks. Maybe this person felt threatened by you. Maybe they felt threatened by you because at the end of the day, you might have a lot more wisdom, knowledge, all those kind of things. But they are the one that has the attention on them. Something like that. Tell me about the magic mirror here. Listen, Knight of Wands in reverse, somebody totally unbalanced, reckless. This might be aggressive, acting in very, very thoughtless ways, right? Lack of judgment, lack of judgment. And Two of Wands, there is a plan here to attack you in some kind of way. Or we can truly talk also about two very, very different energies, as we saw here, about someone who is not in alignment, but maybe presenting themselves as being some kind of something. With the High Priestess here, we might also be talking about a secret that is coming out, which kind of feels very relevant here, right? And the secret that might be coming out, it might be about you who might have been broken before, but you have truly healed, right? So here we might also have those two energies of someone who is recklessly trying to provoke you in order to show that you are not healed, right? While you are, at the end of the day, taking decisions from a very stable place. Look at that, the Two of Wands, it is somebody who takes the time to plan. This is planning, you know? So this person is standing. I don't know if you can truly see the card. I will bring it closer. So you see, this person is standing. They have the globe in their hand, the whole world. So it's like planning from a place of consideration, right? Yeah, I truly feel here your light, your knowledge, your behavior, who you are, the way that you are acting. It has irritated somebody's demon, and they wanted to present you as someone that you are not because it was serving their own narrative. They felt threatened by you. The stormy sea here. Yeah, you see? Oh là là. Yeah. Listen, the moon, somebody hiding. Somebody hiding themselves, hiding their confusion, doing things in the back so that nobody would see what's going on here. And the Queen of Cups in reverse, playing the victim, being in this victim's mentality. It is not they are unhealed, they are totally unhealed, right? Yeah, we have a lot of agitation here because we have the Knight of Wands in reverse. This is truly a fire energy, huge fire that you cannot control, right? It's in reverse. It's an extreme. It can be passion, it can be anger, but it's something that cannot be controlled. It is not controlled. And then the Queen of Cups in reverse, it's emotions that are not also it can be overbearing emotions, and this might be because look at the image here, how we see that the water is very very agitated, right? And so this person in fact is extremely agitated inside, but they are trying to maintain some kind of image. But we know what is happening when people are maintaining some kind of image and there is a true agitation inside and they are trying to hide it. You know, you cannot, first of all, you cannot hide, and then you are acting also from this place of unhealed feelings, right? It's a constant agitation that they are trying to push to the side. Your control in your life, yes, of course, we need to be in control of how we are not projecting our own emotions on the other people, but here the control is all on trying to hide. It's not even healing, it is hiding, right? It is hiding. It is trying to I see the pressure cooker, right? The pressure cooker, and it is full blown, and this person is just trying, you know, to bring it down and push it down and present some kind of image of themselves. And it's the kind of person that the same way that they are trying to numb their feelings, right? So not get close to themselves, they also cannot have other people get close to them because they are avoiding themselves. They don't want other people to get too close to them. And maybe this is also why they reacted so aggressively towards you. Because you might be somebody very, very empathetic. You might see through. You might have seen through them, right? Even without trying, without saying anything. Can you see all the cards? Yes. Yeah, okay. Let's see. So, regarding their outburst, right? What they are saying, it is they are playing the victim, right? They are not healing. We are not talking about someone who's healing. The open door. The Wheel of Fortune in reverse. Nine of Swords. Yeah, listen, they are totally stressed out, right? Because they had an opportunity. I told you, I kind of feel that you gave to this person an opportunity to do things differently. And they decided not to do that, right? Here's the thing, it is that you can be the most understanding and generous and willing to help and be patient with people. But it doesn't mean that it's the right time for them. And let me just remind you that people won't heal unless they won't heal if everything is going good in their life, right? So here, does it go good in their life? No, but this person has found some kind of system to feel protected, right? This is what people are doing. Their system avoid their feelings, and if nobody is getting too close to them, then they can somehow maintain a status quo with themselves, which they will consider as happiness, right? Or everything's good, right? Might not be happiness, it's a big word, but it can be everything's good, right? So when everything's good, this is not the moment that somebody will get into healing. If everything's good, why should they? No. And if you are understanding and caring and giving them time and ta-ta-ta and ta-ta-ta and ta-ta-ta, so everything continues to be good. So why should they, it's when you step back that suddenly all of these feelings, right, that were in this pressure cooker, and that this person succeeded somehow to maintain in some kind of way so that the pressure cooker would not explode. It is when you are stepping back because you don't want to deal with that eventually they might have to face those feelings. But if you are just allowing the pressure cooker, you protect it by being kind and being loving and being understanding, and you making more and more efforts. So what are we doing here? You are trying to help them, but you are doing the total opposite. Maybe with someone like you, that you needed to have love, care, understanding, all those kind of things. It is working with you because you are not avoiding your feelings. You want to heal your feelings. And all you need, it is someone who sees you, who supports you, who is patient with you. But this is you. We are talking here about someone who's operating from a totally different way. You are not talking the same language. They want to avoid their feelings. And by you excusing and excusing and excusing, you are not doing that. You are not doing that. But I kind of feel that we got to a place here where there was a timeline, there was something that happened, that it was the last step, You let the door open, and then the Wheel of Fortune kind of feel that the universe is not supporting them anymore. And now they are, with the Nine of Swords, stressed out, fearful, kind of feel that now all of this has, boom, the pressure cooker has exploded, right? Yeah, okay. Let's see the final gates. Tell me more about these final gates. The Three of Pentacles in reverse. And the Ace of Cups. Yeah. It's the moment that people stop working with them, right? Stop caressing them in the direction of the hair. Are we saying that in English? It's an expression in French. Caresser dans le sens du poil. Trying to be very comfortable to this person. Do everything to not make them angry. Not provoke them. All those kind of things. It's when people are stopping to do that then suddenly they cannot avoid the feelings. They cannot, the pressure cooker, you know, because it's like somebody is, there is here, let's say the pressure cooker. So it is already a pressure cooker. So very often people are walking on eggshells around those people because they don't want the pressure cooker to explode, right? But then this stays the same all the time, all the time, all the time. People don't want to add any kind of fire, but it costs them, right? Because it means walking on eggshells, it means not being able to speak your mind, it means tolerating things that you shouldn't have to tolerate, right? Just not to agitate the pressure cooker even more. But this pressure cooker, it needs to explode. Because if you allow this person to somehow have some kind of status quo with this pressure cooker, first of all, they are with this pressure cooker. So if you think that they are happy or they are good, or yeah, they might lie to themselves. But at the end of the day, the whole world, the whole environment is suffering because of that. Here, what do we see? When people are taking distance, the Three of Pentacles in reverse, not willing to work with them, maybe it is what you did, the final gate, you said, that's it, I'm done. Like I gave you options, I gave you chances to awaken, to see, to change. The end of the day, nothing is ever changing. This is the moment, and it's very interesting. I don't know if you can see that here. We can see that the water is getting here out of the glass. You see that it's like boom. It is. Did I move the camera? I'm sorry. Right? It is getting out. So the pressure cooker is exploding, but it's. Listen, it can be dangerous, yes. So we need to protect ourselves from when this happens, because some people can be dangerous at that time. We know that, but yeah, this is what needs to happen. If people are trying to maintain this energy the same around them because they are afraid that it will explode, this person stays the same, right? And it doesn't mean that afterwards they won't stay the same, but at least it is not something static that everybody needs to dance around them at a certain rhythm and a certain thing and you understand what I mean? Okay, the caged bird. Everybody carrying this person's burden. Everybody was caged around this person. Everybody was in survival mode because of this person. Right? Yeah, people let go. People let go. This is why there is this turning leaf here. This is why we have the glass slipper in reverse. Because at the end of the day, they wanted to present an image, but the whole world had to adapt themselves to this pressure cooker here, right? Yeah, you had to put very, very, very strong boundaries and let go. Let go. And I kind of feel that we are not just talking about you here. And I'm saying that because here on the card we are talking about where do you need, like you need to fit in, right? But even though it might be just you and them, no, at the end of the day it is impacting everyone, right? But we might be talking just about the connection between both of you here. But yeah, you needed to let go, put on boundaries, stop walking on eggshells, stop trying to soothe this person in order not to provoke the explosion of the pressure cooker. But at the end of the day, let them explode. Like, Yeah, two of Pentacles. It was all about trying to maintain some kind of equilibrium, right? Some kind of stability with this person. The only instability that there was, it was this person. This person that you always had to feel what is their energy, how can I adapt myself into that, right? You know how much energy? In order just not to animate this fire here. It's not your problem. Give me one more for the cage bird, please. Yeah, stability. You understand? Four of Wands, stability. It was work all the time, just in order to have this person not suddenly make a tantrum. How can you truly put your energy in the right place when most of your energy is going there? Where are you as a person? Where is your support? You are an emotional, uh, I can find a word, come on. Kickboxing bag? It's not the word, but you understand, right? A kickboxing bag. This is what you are, an emotional punching bag. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Tell me the turning leaf. Listen. It's perfect. Appa, once again, I moved the camera. I'm sorry. There is a rope here. This is why. Listen. Yeah. The turning leaf, it is you stopping to deal with that. Allowing the agitation to happen if it needs to happen. Like, it's not my problem. You want to be agitated, you want to be angry, you want to be this, you want to. I don't care. I don't care. Right? Because the Queen of Pentacles, somebody very patient, very loving, very caring, very attentive. And this might also be your biggest downfall when you are dealing with those kind of people, if you don't understand that when you are being loving, caring, patient with those kind of people, you are just allowing them to do whatever they are doing. Right? The Queen of Pentacles, it is at the end of the day a beautiful feminine energy. Beautiful. And you can be a masculine and be in this energy, right? A lot of masculines are in this energy also, because this is truly talking about care. This might not be someone that will make, huge gestures of love, but it's in the small thing, it's in the attention, in the care. This person knows what you like to eat. They know what words you need to hear. They know all of those things because they are truly, this is the gardener. To be a good gardener, you have to observe your plants, come from a place of love and patience, and observe what do they need, This is what we are talking about. Yeah, take back. Stop trying to help them get into a direction. It's on them. We are not talking about a child here. It's on them. Three of Wands in reverse. You stopped hoping or expecting a change. This was what needed to happen. Stop expecting something because you were carrying the burdens that were not yours. Can you see this one? No, you can't. Okay. And this is what is shifting the dynamic, because now it is agitated. So what will they do with this agitation, right? Tell me here about the home in reverse. The sun. Yeah, now they cannot avoid. But see, we have the sun here. See that they will never feel at home because it's inside of them. It's inside of them. The sun and the Ten of Pentacles. Let me see here. The sun and the Ten of Pentacles. I need a little bit more information. Tell me, please, about the sun and the Ten of Pentacles, let's say. The Ten of Pentacles. The truth. Yeah, listen. Seeing the truth about their lack of stability. Their lack of stability, their own defenses. You might have said something. You might have said something. We might be talking about family here, right? Doesn't have to be, but it might. It might. Ten of Pentacles. Yeah, we have the King of Swords here. This is a lot of clarity. This is communicating. This is seeing things very, very clearly. The return home in reverse. Their karma is that you are not going back. You are not going back because you know that you are dealing here with somebody karmic. I'm saying also that it can be a family because with the Empress, we might be talking about a karmic mother also. A karmic feminine. Somebody, it might be somebody, it's somebody weak, but it's very often somebody who doesn't accept their weakness, so they might be even arrogant and entitled. It's somebody overbearing and dependent, but at the end of the day, they might not show that they are dependent because we also have a lot of pride here. Might be talking about somebody jealous. We might be talking about somebody very judgmental. It's the dark feminine, right? It can be somebody mean, right? Yeah, protecting yourself. You saw that you needed to protect yourself, and the Empress in reverse, it might also be a masculine that is very much in imbalance in their feminine energy. It might totally be, right? Okay. The glass slipper in reverse. Tell me more here, please, about the glass slipper in reverse. Listen, I kind of feel that they, even if they were trying to fit in, right? Even if they were trying to fit in some kind of way. Nobody's looking at them anymore. And when they are looking at them, what they are seeing it is that we are talking here about someone very, very prideful, very controlling, domineering, right? I kind of feel that now, because you stepped away, the pressure cooker, even if they try to maintain it, I kind of feel that you might have stepped away, and in the beginning, they were succeeding to maintain some kind of image, right? They were overly nice. and overly patient and overly this and overly that in the beginning, right? Trying to compensate on something in themselves, right? Trying to feed themselves from very soft energies coming from outside, right? Because you agitated something in them, so they were overly in control. But how much time can they be so much in control? They couldn't hold it anymore, and so it started to come out, right? And people could see, in fact, right, that they were dealing here with somebody unreliable, irresponsible, short-tempered, unreliable, totally unreliable. Unreliable, but at the same time, a tyrant here. Controlling, domineering, ego-driven, dangerous. This can be somebody dangerous because they cannot control their own feelings. They think that the whole world need to adapt to them, right? Yeah. Okay, let's go here to closure. Let's go to closure. Tell me, what should the collective be aware of? The Ten of Cups and the Judgment. Ten of Cups in reverse. Yeah, they are in a very, very dark place, right? Because anyway, the Ten of Cups, right, that it might have been appearing on the outside that they had it all, right? You know, it's those people who, when you are looking at online, everything looks perfect, right? When in fact they are totally abusive with everyone in their close circle. But their close circle, because they don't want to agitate it, so they are maintaining this image that everything is good, everything is fine, but it's not. It's not. Judgment in reverse. Now it is seen. It is seen. I tell you, I kind of truly feel here, right? This person somehow couldn't stand you because they understood that you could see them for who they are. That you had some kind of level of understanding about who they are, and they couldn't stand it, right? So I kind of feel that they needed to destroy you. I kind of feel that you might have done a lot of efforts to try to help them even understand themselves, right? You might have thought that if you bring some kind of softness towards this, in this pressure cooker, right, that it would somehow soften them in some kind of way. It did the total opposite, right? You were just getting more and more agitated by trying to maintain their inner thunder calm, and you didn't succeed to heal nothing, right? Kind of feel that, so you somehow, there was something that happened here, right? You maintained the door open for a lot of time, and then they just did something, you know, it was over. It was over. You understood that this person, you know, and so in the beginning, as said, they maintained their image. They were extra nice with everyone, right? Extra, suddenly they were extra empathetic, extra nice, extra attentive, extra generous. This is what they're doing in the beginning, right? Try to totally control this agitation inside, but slowly, they cannot maintain this kind of control. They can't. And then it's exploding. And it is exploding. And it might also be exploding so much that even their family don't want to deal with it anymore. Because they kind of try to maintain some kind of something. And it got to a place where you know, they might also be tired, simply. Understand this hot, cold, hot, cold. How maybe when they were so extra nice, it was just in order to manipulate someone, to manipulate everyone and be able to dirt you, and that people wouldn't react or would not ask questions. We saw here that we are dealing with someone here who's playing the victim, right? So they play the victim for all kind of time. But here, nobody believes that this is someone who is a victim. This is not a victim. This is a tyrant. This is what it is. Let's see, is there something else? Five of Wands in reverse, Seven of Wands in reverse. Yeah, nobody wants to deal with them. The Two of Cups in reverse. Nobody wants to deal with them anymore. Nobody wants to fight with them. Nobody wants to deal with them. No one wants to get into discussions with them. Nobody wants anymore. That's it. That's all. You might have created a domino effect, right? I don't think that it was especially your intention. I kind of feel that you just try to protect yourself here. But it created a domino effect at the end of the day. Look. Two of Cups in reverse. Yeah, the six of Wands in reverse. Nobody wants to deal with them anymore. It's over. They don't have the support of anyone because they are seen exactly for who they are. A Hierophant in reverse. Someone who wants authority for the worst reasons possible. No morality, no integrity, no ethics, nothing. Present themselves a certain way and they are the total opposite. The Hierophant in reverse. Yeah, look, the Devil in reverse. Nobody wants to deal with them anymore. Because there is an aha moment. There is an aha moment. Right? Yeah, this person is trying to avoid the tower, but it won't work. You have avoided the tower, because this is what they were trying to do. Have everyone go against you, support them, destroy you, so you would go through a tower, but what you did is heal. You know how to heal. You know how to heal. Empress. Nine of Cups. A lot of self-love, a lot of self-respect. Yeah, behind the Empress, it was the Ace of Pentacles. Yes, you took back your power from this person, right? You took back your power. You never doubted of who you are. You never doubted of who you are. You might just have thought that you would be able to somehow take this person to a better position. You might have really thought that you know, we might even be talking here about a sibling, right? That you have some kind of emotional attachment because it's a sibling, because you are related to the inner child. There is some kind of something, might be also, right? But you never bow down in order to out of lack of self or because you were broken. You might have been broken if you dealt with the abuse and everything, but it's not that you didn't like yourself. The Magician. Yeah, I kind of feel that you thought that your stability would somehow be able to manifest something in them, right? This is what you were hoping. Except that it didn't. With those kind of people, the only thing that you can do, it is step back. Act as the healed version of you. And the healed version of you is not dealing with people who demand from you, because the worst of all, right, it is that they have double standards, right? They have double standards. So you have to walk on eggshells with them, but they don't walk on eggshells with you. They will slap you in the face with no hesitation, right? So, anyway, I will leave it here. I hope that it was helpful, insightful, maybe even healing. I wish you a beautiful day, afternoon, whenever you are watching this. I'll see you in the comments. Until very, very soon. Bye.